Yo, Wagwan. It's your boy, brother Noomsi, representing once again for the Sports Time Zone podcast. Yours truly, alongside TZD in the building.
What's going
This
on?
is happening. What's happening? This is a very, very, very special episode of the Sports Time Zone, ladies and gentlemen. As y'all can see, we have all the lovely ladies that are joining us today. This is Women's History Month. So special shout out to all of the ladies in sports, all the ladies in our lives, all the ladies that make this world go round. So what we're doing here at the Sports Time Zone is having a special episode with the all ladies panel to jump in here and talk about women's impact on sports. Before we get started, like we always do, I want to send a special shout out and appreciation to all of the independent businesses out there, especially the ones that help us out. GoodLifeClothing.com. Holla at my man Joe Leo. He's an ATL native and also a Grady High alumni doing his own thing with his own clothing line. So y'all check him out. Y'all see the website. Salute to KE Creations also for putting together a lot of the designs that you see behind me. If y'all looking for any graphic designs that y'all want to put on your shirts, put on your socks, your drawers, your bras, whatever you're looking at, they got you covered at KE Creations. Also, salute to my man's Gene Hennigan. He does digital graphics. So if you see that logo that you see in the upper right-hand corner of our screen, if you're looking for anything like that, logos, anything computer generated, Gene Hennigan is your guy. So make sure you holler at Gene Hennigan. But we have a really dope show for y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and support your boy because we out here doing it. So, man, just to get things started, this is again Women's History Month. So we have a few guests that I'm going to introduce to the show, and I really appreciate everybody for taking time out of their busy schedules to make sure that we make this thing work and that we support a good cause. So let's just jump right into it. A lot of people know that I'm from Miami. A lot of people know I'm from Miami, but what a lot of people don't know is that I spent a good portion of my senior year of high school in the city of Atlanta. And in the city of Atlanta, I had the opportunity to meeting and witnessing one of the best high school athletes that I've ever seen come across the hardwood or any type of.
Oh, sugar.
I'm frozen.
Oh,
Well, he's frozen.
All of us are still moving.
Oh, sugar, honey, I see.
He's buffering.
There's too many people here. It's not gonna work. Every time we get 4-5 guests, it just do this every time.
Should have made it a Zoom.
Okay. Well, you go ahead and pick up where he left off.
Oh, there you go. You back?
Can y'all still hear me?
You
Oh, there
froze,
you
brother.
go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was froze. That's what happened. All right. Well, guess what? All right, so we're gonna do this. I'm just gonna jump right into it. So our first guest, of course, she is a Grady High alumni. She was the starting shooting guard for the girls' varsity basketball team. She is a lettered athlete in both basketball and track. She is now a youth basketball and track coach. She can probably still beat a good amount of you dudes that's watching in the game of 21. So y'all please help me welcome to the Sports Time Zone, Miss Latoya, aka Miss Fat Edwards. Welcome to the show, Fat.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. That was
No
a nice
doubt, no doubt.
I like that.
Appreciate you for joining us. Definitely appreciate you for joining us. So before I get started with the questions that I have for you, first, what I want to know, and what I've always wondered since the days of high school, how did you get the nickname Fat?
I was a fat baby. And it carried on from a baby.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, Fat Baby, Fat nickname.
Yeah.
Salute to you, Fat, and appreciate you for being on the show. So let me ask you this. Being that you are a former shooting guard, and one of the best athletes that we've ever seen in high school women's basketball. I always wanted to know what's the most points that you ever scored in a high school game. And if you do know that, do you remember any details from that game, like who you were playing against, what kind of defense they played against you? How were you feeling when you were in that zone? What? Go ahead and let the people know how that went down.
Okay. I'm remembering. I'm guessing on the team, but the most points I ever scored was 47 points.
Sheesh.
I want to say it was Decatur High School. I want to say. In that game, when we played them, the first time we played them, that was my first time ever having a boxing one on me, right? I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, why this girl following me? So they played a boxing one. But I mean, I don't know if any of you have played basketball or anything. When you're in a zone, anything, I mean, I could throw things backwards. However I throw it, everything was just going in. It was just one of those, I was in a zone type of thing. So one of those type of games. And I was banking shots, everything. I mean, it was just, and I was doing it on purpose. I never really was a banker, but that day the bank was open.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. And a lot of, with me, I scored a lot of points off of steals. I was so quick. I was so fast. So I was still, make a lot of steals. But for the most part, they couldn't do nothing. They had to take the boxing one off. They couldn't keep up with me. They couldn't do nothing with me that day.
Yeah, as I do remember, you were a handful to deal with, especially on the offensive end of the basketball. So I could see why they would have had to put a boxing one on you. Curious, out of curiosity, how many assists per game did you average?
Assists? I mean, actually, it depends on the year. Like I came in as a freshman on the varsity. I was the MVP varsity as a freshman. So that my freshman, sophomore years, I pretty much was the team by myself, right? So I didn't really have anybody that could run with me in order, to get the assist. But as like my junior year, senior year, Chocolate came along and we ran it. So I mean, I did get assists. I know you Chill. This just a little backstory, y'all. Chill think I was just like a ball hog. So he's trying to put that.
That's why I asked you how many assists a game you averaged, because I know it couldn't have been no more than. But you know what? In your defense, when you have a shot like what you had, and your offensive game was cooking the way it was cooking back then, it wasn't really too much need to pass the ball. But as I remember, you didn't pass the ball too much, but y'all still won a lot of games. So shout out to you anyway.
I got you. That's right. That's true.
For sure. All right, TZD, you got a question you want to throw at Miss Fat Edwards? Go ahead.
What was your most challenging game that you ever played? Like, it could be nice when it was a bad game, but you still found a way to win, or scenarios like that.
I had a game where, as a shooter, if you're a shooter, when your shots don't drop, it gets kind of frustrating. So I had a game where nothing would drop. So I was able to get through it because I had like my coach, and I still have a relationship with him now. He's like my dad. So he knew how to talk to me and to get me. I mean, I really was like, I didn't want to go in the game. He told me to go back in the game. I didn't get up and go back in the game. It was a mess. But in the end, he told me, he was like, just make your shots off the free throws. Get your points off free throws. And, I was able to do some, like Chill say, assist. Get some assist pounds and just play, on the defensive end. Because like I said, the steals start coming. I average probably about 15 steals a game, to be honest. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Good stuff. I mean, and again, this is Women's History Month, and that's a huge, big part of women's history is the the high school section of basketball. Before we get into college, before they get into the pros, that's where it all starts from. And last question before we move on from you, Fat, what influenced you to want to start playing basketball? Who are some of your influences that made you want to pick up a basketball as a kid and say that I want to give this a try?
I think I'm just was to be honest, just a natural athlete. Like from the time I was in elementary school, when they taught us basketball, I understood it. And every time I would see a ball, I wanted to pick up the ball. And I got to start watching basketball. And I'm more so, I like coaches more so sometimes than players. I usually, if I like the coach, I like the team. So
Okay.
I was more of a, back in the day, I was a Pat Summitt girl, of course. You know, I never wanted to play basketball. Like, not to say at that point I did, but I never looked at it like something that I wanted to do in the future. I never wanted to be a basketball player. But I love the game. I love fundamentals. I love watching it. And that's why I went more so into coaching. You know, I love the game. I love it. I love, that's why I usually choose my favorite teams are teams that are fundamentally sound. I love fundamentals.
Okay. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. And thank you for sharing that, Ms. Fat. We appreciate that. All of y'all who are viewers at home, if y'all have questions, or y'all drop them in the comments, and we'll definitely get to those questions before the show is over. Next up, I have a Theodore Roosevelt High alumni, member of the track team, basketball team, also did softball, baseball, soccer, neighborhood football, and horseback riding. Yeah, right. Yeah, y'all get some of that. Yeah. In addition to that, right, that's crazy, right? Like, we not even done though. In addition to that, she is a part of the guest relation team for the Denver Broncos. She is also, from what I recall, a big-time Laker fan, and on many occasions, she has shut me up about her team. I introduce to y'all Miss Ronnie Carr. Ronnie Carr, thanks for joining the show.
Thank you, Kel. You left out one thing, though. You got the soccer, but I also helped the women's football team, the semi-pro football team. Remember that, too.
That is right. And forgive me for that. She's also a huge assistance to the Women's Football League. So let's get into that first. Since you mentioned that, how did you become a part of women's football? How did that whole situation play out, and how did you start off in that?
Well, I started out as a fan. So I have a friend. We've been friends for, well, she was my daughter's cheerleading coach. But now she's what, 54? She still plays 53. She still plays women's football. But she invited me to one of her games, and I was like, okay, I'll go see what they doing. You know, she says tackle. Well, to my surprise, they hit not as hard as the men. Some even harder. So from there, I just attended games and kept going. And then the coach approached me, the coach owner was like, hey, we need help with fundraising and sponsorship. You interested? And from that day forth, I've been part of the Mile High Blaze women's football team.
Wow, that's deep. And that's not something that you see very often is ladies in that type of a vibe, or that atmosphere. So I'm going to segue into another question here, and then I'm going to pass it off to Dave to let him get in with his question. So my next question is this. Being that you are a black woman in a male-dominated industry, being a part of the guest relations team for the Denver Broncos, do you experience any challenges at all, being that you are who you are in that type of environment? If so, what challenges do you face on a day-to-day basis, or just any challenges that you recall that you had before with that?
It's really no challenge. Some guys seem to think that women, because we're, in certain positions, they like to think that we take advantage of our power, and honestly, we don't. They just don't like when we give them the facts and let them know this is how it's going to be. Don't mind what you're thinking. If I'm saying it this, then it's this, and then they'd be like, well, I need to speak to your manager, your supervisor, whatever. And I'm like, hi, I'm her.
You got to go through me.
And then they don't seem to understand when I have a male counterpart. They're like, no, I report to her. And I'm like, and he does. So if I'm telling you no and I'm backing what he's saying, it's no. So they just some men have a problem with women, but otherwise, I usually don't have no problem.
I don't think nobody want no smoke with you to begin with. Like, I don't think they want the smoke. They don't want no problems with you. So that's a career, a smart business move by them, not even to try to even start nothing with you. Because trust me, I know from experience that you will definitely bring it when you need to bring it. So
And
salute
I
to
will
you.
argue you down.
Oh, trust me, I know. That's how I met you. Yeah, I already know. That's why I knew you would be perfect here. But again, thank you. I appreciate you being here. TZD, go ahead. Throw your question at Ronnie. Don't hold back either.
This is on some relatable type stuff. Cause I seen that you I heard that you used to run track, and I'm a track guy as well.
Okay.
So what were some of the races you did?
Ooh, I did the 100, 200, 400, 4x1, 4x2, 4x4,
Mhm.
long jump, high jump, and triple jump.
Oh, so you was doing everything.
I was.
That's cool. Do you do you remember what made you like start running track? Like what got you there?
Um, well, me being the younger cousin, a lot of my cousins got at least 5, 10, some 15 years on me. So my cousin Odessa, who later turned into my track coach, she used to run track. And I was like, ooh, I want to try that. And then also when I found out that I had speed and I was beating everybody in the neighborhood, like nobody could stay with me,
Mm-hmm.
I got in track. And then and I know you didn't ask, but yeah, I got my track because of my cousin, because she did it. And I was like, wow, she could do it. I'm out here seeing her run, like, oh, I could do that. I can run. And then I'm a tomboy, so I'm used to jumping over stuff. So I got that.
So is that
Jumping over this, jumping over that. So yeah, I I was with it. Like,
is that when you first realized that you were really good at this? Like, I could actually do this. Like,
oh
this
yeah,
is something.
yeah. And then I mixed my speed with the other sports. Did the football with the boys, did the basketball, soccer. So I did a lot of sports to where I had to use my speed to keep my speed up and my conditioning. So yeah.
So
All right.
when you were so
That's
when you were playing football with the boys,
Hmm.
was there ever a moment that, I mean, do you feel like they were trying to take it light on you because you were a girl, or were they like really still bringing it like as if you were just one of the guys? Like how did that go? Or what did you pick up on?
The thing is my brother used to tell me, if you get out here,
Yep.
there's no crying.
Mm.
And I got out there, and I mean, the first time somebody hit me, I was like, "Oh, this what we doing? This what we doing?" Because I mean, my attitude back then was like, "Okay, you bring it, I'm gonna bring it back. We gonna keep going back and forth with it." And then 1 year I had to sit down. I broke my collarbone, but I was back out there.
Yeah, I mean, I played football, and sometimes there would be a girl that was involved, but whenever she get the ball, nobody was really trying to like hit her. It was like kind of like hands off. It's like, oh, okay, she's playing, but it sounds like you was right there in the trenches. It sounds like
Oh, yeah,
they
I was in the trenches. My main thing is I would forget I was playing sports if you hit me in my face. You get me in my face, it's a wrap. I forgot I was playing. But otherwise, yeah, I was out there. I mean, it's crazy. People still tell my kids stories about me playing with them. So
That's
That's
dope.
dope.
That's
That's
real
real
dope.
dope.
All
All
right,
right.
before we move on to the next TZ, you got anything else that you want to throw at Ronnie?
No, she covered it. I'm good. Me froze again.
Yeah.
he's
He keep freezing.
mm-hmm.
Okay, am I unfrozen now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right,
About
cool.
to say
Appreciate
something.
you.
Just came back.
Appreciate Yeah, appreciate you. It's all good. Appreciate you, Ronnie, for stepping in and joining us again today.
Oh, you're
So,
welcome.
absolutely. All right. So next up, Am I frozen still?
No,
Yeah.
we can hear you. Even if you're frozen, we can hear you. Now we can't hear you.
He's frozen.
Well, not
I
anymore.
don't know who the next guest was that he was gonna say, but I see we do got two of y'all left. Miss Coffee, we got Carla. Which one of y'all would like to go first?
It doesn't even matter. You know, they say the K's for last because you know I'm just gonna say that.
I don't mind going next then.
Okay, Miss Carla, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Well, since I don't have like anything on you, he got all that, but you can just
Yes,
introduce yourself.
I
See what
think
I'm
he's
saying?
I do. I'm gonna give her proper
We on Miss
proper
Carla.
introduction.
We on Miss Carla. It's her turn.
All right, Carla. She is a mother of 4 former youth athletes. They all played sports ranging from volleyball, track, football, and soccer. She is a legit soccer mom. If you look up soccer mom, that's who they talking about. 2 of her children are still currently involved in youth sports. One plays year-round basketball, and the other plays soccer. She's probably seen more games than Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith combined. Please welcome the crazy sports mom, Carla. Thank you for joining us, Carla. There you go.
Hello. I don't want to be the crazy sports mom, but yes, I have some stories.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're going to tap into that. That's part of why we have you here. Thank you again. So my question is, being that you are a sports mom and you've been to a range of different sporting games from basketball, track, football, you've seen it all. You've seen it all and probably heard it all sitting right there in the stands. So what's one of the craziest things that you've heard or witnessed from another parent while you're watching your kid's game? What's some of the crazy, and I know it's some crazy stuff come out of those parents' mouths. What's some of the craziest things that you've heard or that you said yourself when watching?
Probably the craziest thing.
And this is a family
recently.
show, so remember that.
Okay. Well,
You can get a little rated R if it comes to.
Yes, I'll keep it clean. The craziest thing is probably
It don't got to be all the way
about
clean, but go ahead.
Okay. Y'all, I'll fill in. My son plays soccer. He's a bigger boy. He's 10. So he's a little husky. And so this guy was telling his daughter, the only reason they're winning is because their goalie's fat.
Oh.
Now, mind you, my son is mixed, but he looks more Hispanic. So he would have never thought that I was his mom standing next to him.
Wow.
Yeah. Since we're keeping it clean, and I had just come from a funeral. I had on my church dress and everything, but I let him have it. Like all the other parents looked. Even his daughter was like, Dad, why do you say dumb things? I was like, you need to listen to your daughter and watch who you're talking about. Like he could have been a foster kid or anything. So the craziest thing is probably when they talk about like my little one who looks nothing like me. You wouldn't even think he's mine. So that was probably one of the craziest. There's so many stories.
Man. All right. So another question that I got before I let TZ Dave jump in there. Have you ever been close to running onto the field yourself? Like you seen something happen with your kid on the field, or I don't know if it was almost a little near fight or a hit or something just crazy to make you feel like you want to actually run onto the field. Have you ever been close to doing that?
No, I actually ran on the football field.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yes. My son, his senior year of football, I ran onto the field. I had security chasing me. Oh. He had suffered a concussion at the beginning of the season. And this was their last game of the season. We were making it to the playoffs. This other team was not. He's the running back. They were just playing dirty and just hitting him. And I'm looking at the coaches like, you need to take your first string players out. Well, I saw my son take a hit and I know his body language. I knew he had another concussion, but we were headed to the playoffs. So he's that kid that won't say anything. So I ran onto the field and security was chasing me. So by the time I made it to the bench, the coach and the trainer were like, she can stay, because they already knew, the coach had 3 years with me. So he was like, I already know she's not leaving. And they pulled him out. And yeah, I stayed on the sidelines.
As you should, though. That's your son.
You're supposed
and
to.
I know that he's hard-headed. And he told me later on, Mom, I think I did have another concussion. I just didn't want to miss the playoffs because with the concussion protocol, he would have been out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it was his senior year. So, of course, yeah.
Wow. I'm still over the fact that, like that you actually ran onto the field. I guess nobody was going to try to stop a mom from coming onto the field to protect her kids. So I don't think nobody really wanted no parts of those problems either. But
Well,
that's
security was supposed to be watching the gate. He was talking to a girl. So I saw an opportunity and I like looked at him and made eye contact. His face was like, ma'am, don't do it. And I was like, hey, you're going to have to catch me.
That's funny.
Yo, that's wild. That's wild. All right, TZ, go ahead, fam.
Out of all your sports times you've seen sports, what would you say would been the craziest game? Like out of even your kids that you witnessed?
Craziest. My daughter, I have 3 boys and 1 girl. My daughter is the oldest. She was the most aggressive one still is out of all the boys. So her games were probably, her volleyball games were probably the most intense. She's 28 now. So.
Volleyball game is crazy.
But she pretty much took on a captain lead. And I don't know, I felt sorry for some of her teammates because, I was like, you're being verbally abusive. Like I was telling the girls after the game, good game. I'm so sorry my daughter was mean to you. Because she'd be like, are you stupid? And I'm like, you are not the coach. But the coach encouraged it. Like, no, she's taking initiative. I was like, no, she's rude. And I don't want to ride with her because the other kids and parents are looking at me. So she would do that quite often.
That's part of the game sometimes, a little talk here and there. That's part of the game. We don't want to, but I get it. As a parent, you still trying to instill those parental values. But sometimes during the game, you just got to let them go, mama. Let them go. Let them do their thing.
Well, I didn't want the parents looking at me like I'm, talking to her like that, or I'm.
So you is who she got it from.
Right.
She got it from you.
Like, if it was going to be a fight between parents, they was going to have to come for me because she's a child. So I was like, you're putting me in awkward situations because the other parents want to talk about you, but they can't because if they say something, then it's just not.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But
I'm not crazy. I'm not a crazy sports mom. There may be some coaches that think differently. I like to think that I'm passionate about my children and their well-being and the amount of money that I'm dishing into these programs.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you basically paying for the programs, you're paying for the uniforms, you're paying for the facilities. All of that is included in your dues and what you pay them. So yeah, you got the right to talk and do what you want. Run on the field, do whatever you want to do. It's your world. And I wouldn't stop you either if I was security. So I let all that go. Real talk. All right, yeah, bet. Appreciate you again for being on the show, Carla. Thank you for your time once again.
Thank you.
Carla, the not crazy soccer.
Yes, that's better.
Frozen.
Miss
Coffee. The stage is yours.
Is it my turn?
Yes, Miss Coffee. It is your turn. I have an introduction for you, so let me properly introduce you. If I freeze, then just go with it, and we just gonna keep it going. All right. James Logan High alumni. She was a
All sugar honey iced tea.
All I got, you alumni. I ain't catch that last part.
You want me to finish your introduction for you, girl?
Did he click back in or?
I'm back in here.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm back in here.
You gotta get your connection together,
I was about to be like, she was a dual athlete. Go ahead, Chill.
Yes, I got this. I got this. Again.
He froze again.
Nah, y'all, I ain't freeze again. I'm here.
Okay.
James Logan High alumni. She was a dual sports athlete, former point guard, member of the track and field team in the 100 meter, 200 meter, and the 400 meter relay. She was also a member of the cheer and dance team. She is a social media personality and Facebook group ambassador. She got more Facebook followers than a ghetto meme creator. I introduce to y'all Kendra, aka Miss Coffee. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It took us a minute, but we got there. As long as we
Absolutely.
get there. Yeah. Yeah.
That's all that's important is that we got there. We may take us a while to get there, but we get there. All right. So let's get this thing started with you, Miss Coffee. So who are some of your influences that made you choose track? Because I see you do so many different events in track and field, and you excelled in that. What made you want to start? What got you into track and field to begin with?
I'm gonna have to say that my uncle, when we were probably about 10, 11, my uncle being from Colorado, but he went to school in Iowa. So they have these things in Iowa called the Drake Relays. And it was me and my cousins, my 3 cousins, and my uncle was determined to make us into a track team. So we were like on summer vacation, and it wasn't summer vacation, it was track camp. We are racing against college kids and high school kids. And again, we're like 10 and 11, right? So that is what started it, us trying to be able to make it to the Drake Relays. And that was like our goal, that was our thing. So running track was what we did. Like, first of all, we didn't have a choice, but anytime we got a chance, we was in the middle of the street, no shoes on, racing each other. We was running across the grass, trying to see who's the fastest, which was me. I know all my cousins gonna talk, but no, it was me. Y'all know it. But that is what it was. My uncle was very passionate. I grew up in a sports family. So my daddy taught me how to play tennis. Everyone in my family loves football. They are okay with basketball, but we are a football family, so we're real big on football. That's just what I've known. I grew up around all boy cousins, so playing sports was how we played. Like, if I didn't play sports, I wasn't playing. And they're playing two-hand touch, and they're boxing, and we're playing we're playing baseball in the backyard. We're throwing the basketball through the milk cart. That's just how I grew up. So sports was in my blood. Just something I couldn't even get away from it.
That's dope. That's real dope. So I see that you did so many different events in track. You got the 200, the 100. I believe you mentioned another event, but one thing I didn't see on that list of events was the hurdles. So
I
why
know.
not hurdles?
Mm-mm. So you gotta be a certain type of person to jump over the hurdle. I used to get right to it and then get scared because I had seen way too many people fall flat on face. I'm talking scrub, asphalt. It's not even good. It's not even
Oh
bad.
man.
So that was my fear. Like, I couldn't, even with the high jump. I did long jump and triple jump, but the high jump, I'm not jumping over that pole. It was me. It was pretty much me. I'm scared of heights, so I wasn't going that high. Just and I don't know. Every time I got to the hurdle, I stopped. Every single time.
So hold up, you would run to the hurdle, get there, and then just stop. Like you would.
Talking like full speed, and like cartoon stop, like where you gotta literally stop your feet and smoke come out because you be running so fast. It's like you have to psych yourself up to jump over a hurdle. It ain't as easy as it look, folks. I'm telling you what it is. So
Yeah.
mentally, I couldn't do it. That's what it was mentally for me.
That's wild. Dave, you over
And I
there
wasn't
shaking your
falling
head.
on my face in
You done
front of no
jumped over a hurdle before, Dave?
When I was running track, I tried to run hurdles, and I just because I was a sprinter. I'm short though, so like I really didn't have the legs long enough to jump over them. So like every time I get to a hurdle, I wouldn't clear it, or I'll just run into it. Like I didn't have the
face.
coordination to jump over a hurdle. Like I ain't get it. I was too
He
busy
didn't have
running.
that 7-step down.
I'm telling you, that's it.
He
It's
didn't
that
have the
one right
7-step
there.
down.
A
Wait, what's the
seven
Seven
step
steps
down?
down.
What is
Seven
that?
steps.
What's a seven
I
step
ain't never
down?
heard that.
So the
So
7
when
step
you
is you normally do 7 steps and then you jump. And then it's another 7, then you jump. That's how they normally teach people how to do hurdles.
right, you
And
get to 6 and you stop because at 7 is when you're supposed to jump, but it's your mind. I'm telling you, it's a mind thing.
That played a part in me too. My mom just let me. I couldn't do it. It wouldn't let me jump.
It's definitely a mind thing, but it's also with the hurdles is they have different levels too, and sometimes they didn't put you at the right level for your hurdle. Me being 5'10", I know my hurdle used to come at least to my waist, but they didn't normally do that for different people. So
Well, I've been 5'3" since I could remember. So
yeah,
clearly, I was
and
not
no,
supposed to be jumping over
yeah, and
something
that's why
that
I
was
said
taller than me.
the
Well,
shortest
no,
person I ever seen do a hurdle was 5'4", but they,
no. Serena Tillman did hurdles at Grady. Serena Tillman, you remember? Serena Tillman got to be 5 foot even.
Yeah, she's real short. I remember that. Yeah, she was getting over
The
them
mental,
hurdles too.
Like Coffee said, it's mental. Like you learn how to jump across the side of the hurdle, but it's a whole different ball game coming straight down the middle and have to go across that hurdle coming down the middle. You can go across the side.
yeah.
You just have to get that one leg over. But it's
Ooh.
just that lead leg. You got. It's a different ball game.
Yeah,
You got
it's definitely the lead leg.
You know, I also had fear like of breaking my leg or something. Like if I run into it, my whole leg gonna be snapped or something. Like it's
That
gonna
it
be.
looked like it would hurt, like just going over the
And it
hurdle. Like
do.
if your leg hit it or your shin, it looked like it
And
would
it
just
do.
tear.
It
Yeah,
do.
It's like you
It
gotta
do.
have a certain form when you know what I'm saying, when you run across it.
Yeah.
It's different.
I can imagine if Carla, if one of your kids was running track and they tripped over a hurdle, I bet you would run down to that field, wouldn't you?
I
But
would
Carla,
not
you know,
because
there's
I'd be
the
like, you didn't practice your form, your lead leg and your trail leg. That's on you
So you
because you
just
weren't
gonna
paying
let
attention.
They'll be all right.
So I'd be like, get back down there and do it again. I need my money's worth.
that's what's up. Hey, TZ, you got anything for Miss Coffee before we press on to the next segment?
You say you're a football family. What team do you root for?
um I'm
Drum
gonna say like
roll.
facts. Okay, so here's the thing. My family, right? Like I grew up being a Bronco fan because this is where my family was rooted. I grew up in
Hmm.
California though.
Hmm. Look how Ronnie
So
looking. Look how Ronnie. She waiting for you to say the wrong thing. She's like,
she know what it is. She know exactly what it is. Like,
Go
listen,
ahead.
until Russell Wilson came to Denver, I was a Bronco fan all day. And then some things happened in the last couple of years. I have shifted. But like Miss Fats was saying, I am a fan of football. So I like coaches. And if I like you as a coach, 9 times out of 10, I like your team. That don't mean I'm a fan. That means on Sunday when my team is not playing, I can watch you on TV. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I like Kansas City because I like Patrick Mahomes. I am a Patrick Mahomes fan.
Oh God, there go
Round of
Danny. That's
applause
the
for Miss
king.
Coffee.
He makes football fun again. He reminds me like a little of Michael Vick. He got a little of Steve Young. Like he just his form and the way he plays just makes me excited. So like it had gotten boring. There were certain teams that just kept cheating. I mean, yeah, they was cheating and winning. So when he came in, he was just so fresh, and everybody had these doubts on him that he wasn't going, do nothing. They talked all this mess about him only being a one season wonder, and the way that he plays is just, I love it. I love it. He reminds me of my son. My son plays multiple sports. He played football, basketball, lacrosse, and I just felt like everything he touched, he was great at. And I feel like this is Patrick. He's so good. And that's what I love. I love to watch when they're good. I like to watch when I see good coaching. I like Mike Thompson. Like that's my guy. I love that team. But I love the coaching part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Coach Tomlin. Yeah, he's dope.
yeah,
He's
I'm
one of the
you know I'm,
best
I'm
best
like a
out there.
fan of when I see good football, when I see good coaching. That's what I like. So.
That's what's up. And Miss
That's
Fat
nice.
can
That's
attest to
nice.
that too, being a coach as well. So I know you can relate to that.
I
Yeah.
coached a little bit. I again loving football. I I did everything I could. So I used to keep score for the boys. Like I wanted to play sports in high school. I did. I played basketball a little bit, but I did a lot of cheer and dance more. Middle school was my basketball and my track years. I did track freshman and sophomore year, but other than that, I kept score for the boys basketball team because I wanted to be on the bus listening and trying to figure out, all the plays, and I wanted to learn how to write plays and do things like that. So my thought process was different. I did EMT when my husband played semi-pro because I wanted to be on the field. I wanted to be right there. Like that was the best thing for me. Like I was a kid in the candy store, being able to talk stuff to the ref on the sideline. Oh, it was great. It was amazing. It was a wonderful thing.
No,
So,
you let the
but
refs
that's
have it,
me.
didn't
I bet she did.
you? Let the
Oh, I've
refs
been
have
kicked out of many a game. Okay.
To put them out there on blast. That's what's up though. But again, this is women's impact on sports. As y'all can see, like various different roles that the ladies have, starting from Carla's role as being a sports mom, getting and molding the children to get them prepared for the next level and getting them up to where Ronnie and Coffee and Fat were like athletes in high school, and then moving on to what Miss Fat is doing now, which is coaching, and then also what Miss Ronnie's doing right now with working in the front office for a professional team. Miss Coffee also being having her hand in coaching. So all of these different roles that ladies play in sports is definitely what makes sports what it is. Because without you all playing your roles, then we wouldn't have the Patrick Mahomes of the world. We wouldn't have the Caitlin Clarks or the Angel Reeses or the Mike Tomlins, who's a phenomenal coach. We wouldn't have any of that if it wasn't for all you ladies playing your roles in what y'all do. So again, salute to all of y'all and for making sports what it is, because sports would be nothing without the ladies, and that's why our Women's History Month is that important. So salute and appreciate.
Salute to
No
all the
doubt.
women too, because I'm a sports guy and I learned sports from my mom. So
There you go.
that's why I love the game. She taught me everything, like literally.
Good job.
There you go. There you go. So word. So that's dope. So now that we have gotten the icebreaker out the way and we introduced all of you ladies to the world and expressed your roles in sports, we're going to do something that's a little fun. This being the month of March, and March Madness is going on right now. We're going to do something. We're going to play a game called the Time Zone Women's Sports Trivia Madness. Now, the way that this works, and Carla, I see the face you making. Trust me, you good. You got this. There's a comments section at the bottom of your screen. Do you see that, Carla, where it says comments?
Chat.
Chat.
Okay.
Chat. Yes.
Yeah, in the chat section. Go ahead and open up your chat section. A series of questions. I'm going to ask question by question, one by one, and there will all be multiple choice questions. You all have the ability to chime in and answer. Whoever puts the answer in the chat first gets points for the question. If I ask a question that is a general sports question, then you get 2 points. That's a 2-point basket. If I ask a question that March Madness and it's all about basketball, and that's a 3-pointer, and you get 3 points. So at the end of the day, whoever has the most points is going to be the Time Zone Women's Sports Trivia Champion. All right. So that's how we're going to do it. Time Zone Dave is also going to be a part of this. He'll also be watching the chat to see who answers the questions first, so we know who gets the points for the questions. Any of you ladies have any question before we start? All right, no questions. All right, so we about to this is really about to heat up now. So let's get this thing started. Or like how they say in the ATL, let's do it, shouting. Right.
Don't do
Hey,
it.
you do what they do.
We don't talk like that.
We don't talk like that no more.
We don't talk.
I knew that would get a response out of you. All right, so let's get it cracking then. Or as they say on the West Coast, Miss Carter, let's get it cracking, cuz. right.
See, there you go. They swear we all gangbangers. I swear.
Okay, or how they say in Texas, Carla, already. That's what they say. That's Texas. I don't know what they say. What they say in Denver, Ronnie? What they say in Denver? I don't know. Nothing.
Nothing.
She's got her hands put up in the air. She's like, yeah, whatever.
Nothing.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it going. All right, question number one. I'm gonna start the first round. Question number one. Who won the 2001 Women's U.S. Open? Was it A, Monica Seles, B, Serena Williams, C, Steffi Graf, or D, Venus Williams? Coffee says Serena. That is incorrect.
We got D. We got two D's. We
D.
got from Carla.
So then it was the sister.
Okay, yeah. Who answered first? Who got the correct answer? Is D. I'm sorry. The correct answer is Venus Williams. So who answered Venus first?
I think me and Carla
Carla.
was a tie.
No, it was Veronica and Latoya. Y'all literally are same timestamp.
Oh, okay. I see it in the score. All right, I see it right there. So Ronnie gets the points for that one. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down her points. So that's a 2 for Ronnie. All right.
The answer was C.
To be fair, she said Latoya had the same time stamp as I did, so give her some points too. We just came through at the same time.
Thank you, Ronnie.
We gonna keep it all the way 100.
Well, they both say because they both do say 7:13. They time stamped at the same time.
Yeah, so give her points too.
All right, so I'm gonna give.
One of us
all right.
gotta be quicker next time.
So yep, that's true. So that all right, Fat. So you got 2, and then Ronnie got 2. All right.
So who was the right answer?
It was D.
It was
Venus.
Venus.
Was it C or she was D?
D.
It was D. Yeah, it was Venus.
D
Venus was D.
Okay.
All right. So we got that one out the way. Next question. Okay, this is a good one. What college did WNBA player Skylar Diggins go to? Was it A, UConn,
I know this one.
B, Stanford, C, Miss Fat didn't even let me get to it. Okay, Miss Fat. All right, I see you.
Yes, sir.
Held it wrong. I know what I meant.
Miss Fat. I know you ain't over there Googling, Miss Fat. I know you ain't.
I don't have to Google.
Okay, well that one's good for 3. That's a 3-point. That's a 3-point shot.
She ain't even let you get to the.
She ain't even let me get to it. She ain't give nobody a chance for that. All right.
You ain't even say it once.
But you know
Okay.
I had it wrong anyway, so.
All right. So let's.
Miss Coffee.
Miss Coffee, where she went? Oh, she just bounced out. Hold on, let me see.
She might have hit a wrong button.
And just so y'all won. Just so y'all know.
Okay, so y'all
Salute.
Next team, baby.
Yeah, she got them points. I'm trying to see what happened to Miss Coffee. I want to be fair to make sure. I think she probably hit a button or something like that and got herself and bounced herself out. Let me see something.
And if we have time later, I'm going to explain Drake Relays to y'all because I grew up with Drake Relays and Miss Coffee.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of that. I want to know about that.
Yeah, we definitely got to learn about that. That's something we definitely got to know.
That's a track term, right?
No, it's a track event.
Oh, okay.
It's a track. It's like Drake Relays. I would say would be like.
The Drake. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh yeah, I said I was gonna. If we have time later, I was gonna explain about Drake Relays.
Oh,
Yeah, the Drake Relays. Yeah, we definitely want to learn about that. So, all right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna keep it moving. When Coffee jumps back in, we'll go ahead and get her caught up. But let's keep it moving right now. All right, next question. What is Muhammad Ali's daughter's name? What's her first name? Is it A, Charlotte, B, Ronnie already got that one. Ronnie for 2. Well, Ronnie was y'all on it, man. Ronnie and Fat, y'all on that. Y'all on that. Said Layla. Then I'm gonna give you credit for it. It say Lala, but she said,
Oh, well, yeah.
Because Ronnie on it.
Well, she got credit for Notre Dame, then I'm getting credit for that one.
yeah. You got that one.
The spelling now. I was trying to go fast for somebody trying to get me.
Okay. Here's the next one for you. All right. In soccer, in the game of soccer, what does a white flag mean in soccer? Is it A, substitution, B, the ball is out of play, C, penalty,
Miss Ronnie
or
got it
D,
already. She
or
got
D,
it.
free kick? Ronnie, I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Can you repeat them again?
Yes. In soccer, what does a white flag mean? Everybody can answer except for Ronnie because she done already got hers off. Is it A, substitution, B, the ball is out of play, C, penalty kick, or D, a free kick?
C and D got me. That's the same thing.
Carla says C. Ooh, and then D. Oh, I'm sorry. All of you ladies are all incorrect. I've never seen this for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, on the show. We've had all of the answers given incorrect. The answer to that is B. The ball is out of play. That's like out of bounds in soccer. I'm surprised, Carla. I'm surprised you didn't get.
Look, I put it on mute and I yelled to my 10-year-old, and he's like, I don't know. I was like, oh, you got to go outside right now. You've been playing, you're 10 years old. You've been playing since you were 3. What you mean you don't know?
All that money you paying for them.
I thought it was penalty. I thought I was right.
Nah.
Yellow is penalty.
Yeah. Yellow is penalty. Red,
and then red
is ejection.
They have.
Red is you out of there. Ejection.
I think the last time I went to it was 2022. I need to go back.
Oh man. Okay. Well.
Never mind. I got it wrong. I don't need your help.
Oh no. No. I did watch Mexico. I did watch the World Cup when they played at the stadium. But go ahead.
All right. Cool. Well, so nobody gets points for that one. Nobody gets points right now. I got Miss Fat with 5 points in the lead, and Ronnie trailing with 4 points. Carla is not on the board yet. Coffee is not on the board yet, but we're gonna keep this thing rolling. All right, here's a good one. In volleyball, in women's volleyball, beach volleyball, when someone attempts to spike the ball, but a player from the other team gets low and keeps the ball in play, what is that move called? Is it A? Okay, Miss Fat. Look at you. Miss Fat, you're not even letting me get through the question. All right, a dig. That is the correct answer. Miss Fat, she is not playing no games with nobody out here today. And that's 2, another 2 points. How'd you know that though? Did you play volleyball?
Wow, I played volleyball at one time. Co-ed down at the King Center for a little while.
Yeah, I think every woman at one point in time played volleyball just to try it out.
I was gonna say what?
I watched volleyball too.
Okay, y'all played everything. I swear, y'all like
played volleyball.
Oh, okay. So all right, got you. Well,
and my niece currently plays, so I better pay attention or know this stuff again.
Well, salute to my niece Jasmine. I'm rocking the shirt right now. She just graduated from college, so that's also women's history, and she played volleyball as well. So Jazzy, if you're watching, salute to you, and you're a part of women's history too, Jazzy. All right. All right, next question. Moving along. Oh, we running through these. All right, here's a good one. Who was the first WNBA team to win back-to-back championships? Was it A, the LA Sparks, B, the New York Liberty, C, the Houston Comets, or D, the Phoenix Mercury? LA Sparks, that is incorrect, Ronnie.
Comets, ain't it?
Comets is the correct answer. Yes,
Comets,
Miss Fat.
your Cooper, don't come for me.
Miss Fat with the
I'm going to
3.
bed.
Cooper,
She put up a 3 and hit it. All right, so that's a 3-pointer for Miss Fat. And yes, so the Houston Comets and that team has Cheryl Swoops, Cynthia Cooper, Lisa.
the other one.
No, Tina Thompson.
Yep.
Tina there. That team was loaded. That was a loaded team.
Yeah.
So
Wasn't that
salute.
also the same team that represented the U.S. in the Olympics? Well, part of them was on that team.
Yeah, a good majority of them
Yeah.
were on that team. Like
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to you for remembering that because I forgot that they were. But yeah, a good
Yeah,
chunk of that
Lisa,
team.
Lisa Leslie was part of that team, and Don Stanley too.
Dawn Staley. Yep. Dawn
Is she
Staley.
coaching now? You know, she coaching.
She is the coach for South Carolina, and she's a very classy coach too. I like what she did. We know after that little scuffle happened, how she came out and she, did the public apology and all that, which is more than I can say for the coach for LSU, Kim Mulkey, because she was just like, yeah, we did what we did, and
Okay.
Well, she
Don't get me started.
That was something. That was something deep, something serious. All right. Moving along. Next question. All right. Now, anybody can answer this. Of course, I want everybody chiming in. Give me an answer, even if you don't know it's right. But everybody, I want to see Carla get on the board. I want to see you try to get something in here. So, who is the highest earning female athlete of all time? Is it A, Simone Biles? Is it B, Serena Williams? Is it C, Michelle Wie? Or D, Rebecca Lobo?
I think it's B too.
I don't know.
B is the answer. Ronnie gets the points.
I knew it wasn't Simone because not too many gymnasts, unless they have a Wheaties contract.
Right.
Ronnie,
they ain't really
fingers now.
Ronnie on it now. Ronnie like, hold up, you ain't finna run away with this thing. Ronnie coached. Yeah, she coming on strong now. Miss Fat, y'all better wake up.
B, that was Serena, right? That was Serena.
That was Serena. Yes, sir. Okay, yes, sir. That was Serena. That was Serena. All right.
Even got a master's contract.
Next question. All right. Oh, this is a good one right here. I want to see which one of y'all get this one. I should let Dave ask this, but he can't see the question. All right. Who holds the U.S. track and field record for the fastest time in the 100-meter sprint? Is it A, Florence Griffin Joyner, B, Jackie Joyner Kersee, C, Gail Devers, or D, Rebecca Lobo?
Hey, Flojo.
The correct answer is A. Yeah.
That
A. Yeah, Toya. Miss Fat had that answer up there for a minute. So I
had it up there. I just didn't hit the send button.
Gotta get on the screen.
But Flojo's is one of my heroes. That's also my mom's name, Flo. So
I think it's
Miss Fat ain't playing no games. I ain't gonna lie, she running away.
Yo, she cleaning up. Yeah, Miss Fat is but Ronnie is still right there. We gotta
get Carla on the board. She got a donut.
I think no, you know what? I think Carla is going to get this one. I have a strong feeling that she's going to get this one.
Come on, Carla.
All right. I have a feeling. I believe in you, Carla. And this one is for 3. This is a 3-pointer. So, all right. Who is the all-time scoring leader in the history of NCAA women's college basketball? Is it A, Lisa Leslie, C, Tina Thompson?
What about B?
I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
My bad.
I was like,
I ain't even start drinking yet. All right. So B, Tina Thompson, C. Caitlin Clark, or D. Cheryl Swoops?
Well, I'm gonna guess.
Ronnie, she first one, quick. I
I
think
don't
she
watch
right.
women's sports. I know that sounds bad.
I think she right.
I don't watch women's sports, but I try to keep up with the.
Okay.
I think Ronnie right.
Ronnie, what did you say?
See,
And who was C?
Caitlin.
yeah, that's right. It gotta
That
be.
is the correct answer. That is the
Yeah.
right answer.
I
That
knew
is
that
the
one.
right answer. Ronnie for 3. She hit the 3-pointer. All right, Ronnie. Way to go. Way to go. Way. She tightening it up.
Oh,
Hey,
that
Miss
was a
Fat.
good one. That was a
She
good one.
walking you down, Miss Fat. She walking you down.
I gotta see this. This is the thing. She was the fastest.
I was trying to let Carla get in, but see, since
Oh.
Ronnie want to play like that,
Okay.
Hey, it ain't no friends here, y'all. Yeah, it's just
Hey,
go for the
they said
juggler.
it's not a it's not a sprint. It's a marathon.
It's
Carla
a
got-
marathon. Hey.
Carla got
How many points is she behind? She behind by like 2 points. 2 or 3.
She's right there. So Miss Fat got 12 points for Miss Fat, and Ronnie got 9. 1 3-pointer behind,
I
tying
think
it
I'm gonna
up.
let the two of them battle it out. I'm just gonna.
No, you gotta get on the board. We
gonna get you on the board. Yeah, talk to her, TZ. Talk to her,
gotta get on the
TZ.
board.
Hype her up. Give her a pep talk. Get her hype.
She probably get one of my questions. Watch.
Go ahead, TZ. I'm gonna let you run it. Go ahead.
No,
Throw
you
your
got
question
more.
in there.
Keep going. I like your questions.
Oh, you like? All right, cool. Once I
Keep
done, you gonna jump in, Carla. We getting you on the board. I don't care. Oh yeah, we getting you on this board. All right. So let's do this one. In 2012, y'all like how I started that one off. In 2012, who was? No, you know what? Let me rephrase the question. I'm about to get creative with it. 2012 was the first year that women's boxing became an actual event in the Olympics. Who won that gold medal that year of the first year that boxing was a Ronnie, that's incorrect. See, you should have let me do the you should have let me. So that's incorrect. So now you out. So who won that gold medal at those Olympics? Is the answer A, Layla Ali, which I already said it's not, so y'all know it ain't that. B, Sherry Frazier, the son of Joe Frazier. C, I'm sorry. Okay. A, Layla Ali. B, Sherry Frazier. C, Amanda Nunez. Or D, Clarissa Shields. The correct answer is D. Oh, Carla. Oh, you almost had it. Carla was right there.
Carla.
Oh, Carla. Y'all, oh, Carla, you just a couple of seconds from getting on the board. Oh, man, I wanted you to get but you know what?
We got the same timestamp. We gonna keep it.
You know what? To be fair,
we
keep
the
it
same
funky.
thing with Fat. Yeah.
You know what?
Carla's
You're
on the
right.
board.
To keep it funky, we're gonna go ahead and give 2 points for each of y'all on that. So Carla is now
I got
on the
some
board.
sympathy points.
Okay.
Well, they're not sympathy. We did the same thing with Fat. We keeping it fair.
Yeah. We keeping it fair, and that was a really good one. That was a real good answer that you got. So you deserve that. All right. So now I have another question, and then I'm gonna turn it over to my host Dave. He's gonna jump in. So my next question, and probably my final question, unless the spirit moves me to throw something else in there. But right now, who was the 2023 US Open champion? Was it A, Martina Navratilova, B, Coco Gauff, C, Serena Williams, or D, Monica Seles?
Miss Fat, she got it. Miss Fat
Miss
got
Fat. Oh,
Yeah,
yep.
it
Yep, it was.
I was sitting there saying like I know somebody gonna beat me to this one.
Yeah,
okay. I was right there, but yeah.
you was there. You was right on. Y'all were like.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the same time that time. I had you on that one.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
I know you
said,
did. but
Martina
I
never
was
Logan
reading
in
it.
there. She ain't played in 100 years.
Okay.
I know.
Two of them retired.
I knew that was wrong.
Yeah, two of them definitely.
And Monica Seles, she ain't played since that time too. So
Yeah, that's why
it had to
those two are
either,
retired. Yeah.
and it wasn't Serena because Serena retired already, so it had to be Coco. That's just
Yeah.
process of elimination, Coco Golf. So yeah, right now, so let's take a pause, and I'm gonna update the scores, and then Dave's gonna jump in. So
You
we
notice
got.
he asked us no question during the COVID years. He didn't ask us. He didn't ask us no sports related question from the COVID years with the women.
I kind of stayed away from that, but you know what? Dave might have that. He might have some. Right now, I got.
No, got
All
it.
right.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
How many you got, Dave?
I got 5.
Okay, I got to find me something to eat. Okay.
Okay, that's enough, and that's enough time, enough questions for Ronnie to catch up. That's also enough for Carla to get in the game too. So,
Yeah, Carl, come on, we gotta get you on that board. Get you on the board.
all right. So, folks is getting hungry. Let's go ahead and take us home. TZD, go ahead with your questions.
All right, bet. I'm gonna start with this one. Who is the women's coach at LSU? A. Amy Williams, B. Courtney Baghart, or C. Kim Mulkey? You miss Fat Guy.
Oh
already
my
answered.
goodness. For 3. Good Lord. She is not playing.
I ain't gonna
Busted
lie. I knew she had this one. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I knew she knew this one.
And I can't stand her, so okay.
I know she
Took so much in me to type up my phone. I can't stand her.
Okay, question number 2. Where did Lisa Leslie go to college?
Ooh.
A. Virginia, B. LSU, C. North Carolina, or D. USC?
Gosh, Fat. Goodness gracious. Another
Oh,
one.
shit.
She was all over that before you even finished reading the question, man. Goodness gracious. That's another 3. All right, go ahead, Dave.
That's okay. Who won the WNBA championship in the year 2023? A. Seattle Storm, B. New York Liberty, C. Chicago Sky, or D. the Las Vegas Aces? Look like Miss Ronnie got it. Look like she was first. D is right.
Who was it?
No.
Who was it?
No.
The
Okay,
Aces,
who won?
No,
Who
no,
won?
What was the correct answer?
Las Vegas Aces.
Oh, the Aces. Sure did. That's what D.
And
No, that was
And we
C.
both got it wrong.
Oh yeah, we both got that wrong. You
You
didn't
say
give.
it was C?
You didn't give.
Oh no,
said
she. Oh yeah, you're right.
A.
Yeah, she didn't put C. She put D.
Yeah.
I thought that was C.
You didn't
Nope.
give.
Yeah, no, we both got it
So
wrong.
nobody got that one.
Hey, that's the first. Hey, nobody got that.
That's the second
You
time.
got to get that to Carla because you didn't get her time.
Come on, look, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, Carla get that. Was that a 3? Hold up, was that a 3?
Yeah, that's a 3.
That was a 3.
3
Yeah,
points.
basketball. 3-point for Carla. All right.
What school has the most college wins in history? Is it A, South Carolina, B, North Carolina, C, UConn, or D, LSU? Miss Carla got it.
No, you know what? We're gonna get you some glasses.
What?
No,
Wait.
sir.
Dave.
But the chat coming in so fast. Hold on.
Dave.
That was
Fat
the
got that.
last question.
Fat got that one.
Yeah.
Oh, who was that? That was Fat?
Yeah,
Fat.
you're right. It was Fat. Hey, these questions, this chat coming in
Man,
so
y'all
quick.
like we some honest women.
Yo, for real, like y'all.
Hey, these answers coming in so quick. I ran too fast. That's my bad.
Yeah.
Correct answer is C. You right.
UConn.
I mean D. I'm sorry.
It was UConn, right?
UConn. Yeah, UConn.
Yeah, you got that, Fat. You got that.
Thank you.
Last
We
one.
couldn't even cheat if we wanted to.
We go. This is on the tennis side.
Okay.
Who won the most Grand Slams in women's tennis history? Is it A, Steffi Graf, B, Chrissy Everett, C, Serena Williams, or D, Margaret Court?
Ronnie says Serena. Is that correct?
Nope.
Incorrect.
Can you say them again?
Okay.
Then
Who won the most Grand Slams in women's tennis history?
Okay.
A, Serena Williams, B, Chrissy Everett, C, Steffi Graf, or D, Margaret Court?
I try Chrissy. But I bet it's Stephanie Graf.
I think it's that Margaret chick.
Okay. So Carla says Steffi, and
I
and
say
Fat.
Chrissy. I said Chrissy.
Nope.
Chris, it's the Margaret lady.
It's Margaret.
It's Margaret. She has 24.
Wow.
She has 24. Serena has 23.
Okay,
Steffi,
I got the cuss on there. Who the hell is Margaret?
Margaret Court.
Shit, I ain't never heard of her.
As I go to Google.
Margaret Court has 24 Grand Slam titles. She is the leader. Serena has 23. Steffi Graf has 22. And Chrissy Everett has 18.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Wow.
she's 100 years old too.
That's
why we don't know.
She's how old?
Okay, she's not 100, but I mean, she's close.
Oh, that's just okay. Well, that okay.
She up there.
She
got that one.
was
Dave,
one
you
away
did
to
that.
tire. She has 24. Serena got 23.
All right. Well,
I can't hear.
can you hear? Can you hear now?
So nobody got that one. That's too
I
quick.
can't hear anything.
You can't hear nothing?
Oh man.
Can any of y'all hear?
Y'all, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I can't hear anybody.
You can't hear nobody, but we can hear you.
I
Okay.
can't hear anybody.
All right. So I'm going to type this in the chat, and I'm also going to say it out. We have.
Something.
Oh yeah, she just blanked out. All right. Well, it looks like she's no longer connected, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, Miss Fat Latoya Edwards is the champion of the Women's History Sports Trivia Madness. So shout out to Miss Fat. ATL stand up. Georgia, y'all know what it is. Shout out to ATL. Shout out to Georgia. And salute to everybody else also who joined us today. We understand, we had a few technical difficulties, few technical issues, but we're glad we were able to get everything worked out. Again, this is Women's History Month, so this is a special episode dedicated to just the ladies. I want to thank all the ladies that joined us. Carla, not the crazy sports mom. Also, salute to Ronnie in the building for joining us as well. Shout out also to Miss Coffee, who was with us earlier. And then, of course, our champion, Latoya, Miss Fat. Like we always do about this time, I do want, before we close out, to do our special history moment of the day, as we always do. Y'all know how I do. I'm always about history. So on this day, on this very day in 1993, Cheryl Swoops scored 47 points in the NCAA championship game and was named the Final Four most outstanding player. 47 points in a championship game. I don't think y'all understand how big that is, but Cheryl Swoops laid it down first. Before there was a Caitlin Clark, before there was a Maya Moore, before Skylar Diggins, before Angel Reese, there was Cheryl Swoops, and she was putting it down for Texas A&M, scoring 47 points in an NCAA championship game. So salute to Cheryl Swoops. for setting that standard and setting that mark, because there have been female ballers, there have been lady ballers long before the ones that we see today, and she was one of the first to do it. So salute and shout out to her. Thank y'all ladies again. Make sure y'all hit the like, share, subscribe for everybody at home that's watching. We really, really appreciate y'all for joining us. We're going to have a really dope episode next week also for the NCAA tournament. We're going to continue to look at our brackets and see whose bracket is still intact. I don't think anybody still got a good bracket anymore, because all the teams, nobody's bracket is still good anymore. But we're going to still be here to go over some of those games and look at what we have left on the agenda. Thanks once again. Go ahead. Go in there, brother. Go ahead.
Women's History Month. Do y'all know who y'all rooting for the women's tournament?
UConn.
Yeah.
UConn.
Okay. UConn. Is that who we got? UConn. Who is?
I mean,
Ronnie,
who y'all
going with?
But I'm gonna still root for them.
UConn. All right, Ronnie, who you got?
I don't. Y'all, I'm ashamed to say this, but I don't follow women's basketball.
We'll say a team. They still might be alive.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. I mean,
I don't follow women's basketball, the WNBA or college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
We still love you. We still
love
you.
I love
love for them, because I could have went to the WNBA. They started that stuff like 2 years after I graduated.
Of course, and you
I
know what?
Went, but
you're still the runner up in the champion in the sports time zone women's history madness. You still the runner up.
I wasn't on. Did I win?
Oh yeah, we did. So welcome back, champion. Miss Latoya Fat Edwards is the 2024 Time Zone Women's Sports Trivia Madness champion. So salute to you, Queen. Salute to you, Queen. Do you have any comments? Anything you want to say before we close out here? Anything you want to say?
I want to first thank God. Oh my
God is good.
Oh, I just want to say, thank you to the other participants. You did well. And just thank you for allowing me to be on here and show my expertise. Am I bragging? Is it coming off as bragging?
Nah, you sound like you're confident. It's not bragging. It's just confident.
You sounded very humble.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Oh no, for real, for sure. And like I was saying earlier, thanks again. All of you ladies make a contribution to sports history. So I really appreciate you again for taking your time out of y'all evening and y'all days to join us today. Everybody who's out there watching, make sure you drop in the comments, like, share, subscribe. Also, send special shout outs to the ladies that we have on here. Once again, we appreciate y'all all. Thanks for being a part of the show. TZ Dave, anything you want to add before we close out?
I appreciate you guys for being on here. All four of y'all, even though Coffee ain't on here, but Miss Edwards, Carla, Ronnie. Thank you guys.
Everybody, yeah. Once again, go ahead, Ronnie.
WFA team in your city.
What'd you say?
Go find a WFA team in your city. The women's football. Go find a team in your city. There's 66 teams in the league.
If we got one, I don't know. I'm from Detroit, so I don't know if we got one.
Oh wow,
you probably do.
I'm gonna look it up.
So guys,
check it out.
Who did y'all
all
pick?
of y'all at home.
Who did y'all pick, guys?
For NCAA.
Yeah. Who you got?
For the women. I have LSU repeating.
I like her though. I like her.
I have LSU repeating in the women. So, and if they don't get it, then I mean, I like South Carolina too. They look pretty tough, but I don't know.
I just gotta say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Now, did y'all see her cherry picking the other night? That pissed me off to the highs of festivity.
Who was cherry picking?
I ain't see it. I didn't see the cherry picking.
When you don't go down and play defense.
No, I know. I said who was cherry picking?
Angel Reese, your girl.
I didn't even know.
It wasn't
That's
2 or
your
3
girl.
straight plays. Was it 2 or 3 straight plays? Which one?
Was she out there cherry picking?
Oh man, I can't respect her no more. I can't respect her. I'm sorry. I can't.
Hey,
I would go back and watch that because I don't like that.
She might have to run into that Cordoso lady from South Carolina.
Neither one of them gonna make it. Neither one of them gonna make it.
Oh, that's bold. That's really bold. Saying neither one are gonna make it. But hey, that's why they play the games.
They've shown they can be beat. And they've been showed their vulnerability to me. South Carolina did. So they can be, if they were like dominant like that, I would kind of say, but I don't even see them, and I'll be honest, I don't even see them at the Final Four.
Ooh,
that's just me. That's just me.
We're gonna hold you to that, Miss Fat. I might have to bring you back.
I'm a woman, an honest woman. I can take it. If I'm wrong, I can take it.
Yeah, because if you wrong
all the way.
But yeah, if I'm right, then what?
Well, I'll bring you back on, and we're gonna gracefully give you your props for getting it right. But if you're wrong, you gotta come back on here. We're gonna have you on here. You're gonna have to explain yourself to all these people that's watching and me and TZD. So yeah, we're gonna hold you to all of that.
Who does UConn play next?
Well, you know what? I'm saying I'm cheering for UConn. We have 6 players on injured. We're not gonna win, but I'm cheering for them. I just said UConn.
Oh,
I don't think UConn's gonna win.
Is UConn with the white girl Paige? Who she play for?
Yeah, Paige.
UConn? Okay.
Yeah.
Paige, but hey, you never know.
I mean,
you never know.
They could. I mean, the bracket that they're in, they can luck up and slide in, but I don't know. We got too many injured players, to be honest. Our bench, we don't have but two players. We don't have a 7-player rotation.
Well, may the ghost of Maya Moore support and help y'all through the rest of this NCAA tournament.
We don't want Maya old ass. She ain't been out there playing. She got mad, hunching and stuff. But she ain't been out there. She ain't got time for Maya. Maya needs to know where she at.
Oh Lord, don't do Maya like that. Don't do Maya like that.
You watch some girls start doing a lot of hunching now.
Maya's a beast though, but you know what? Hey, I'm still rooting for you for UConn also, even though I don't pick them to win. I'm rooting for them. I always like to watch them girls do their thing. They're very, very, very good program. So shout out to them. But once again, thank y'all ladies again for being a part of the show. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all lay around for it, and we will catch y'all on the flip side. This is Sports Time Zone, and yours truly, Brother Numsi TZD, and all the ladies on the show. We are old.
Out.
Oh my goodness, yo, that was
that was crazy.
That was good. That was a good one.